Greetings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my humble home. Welcome to Kendo's Labs. Today we're my boy over here laughing at me. I love my kids, man. Fried, baked, or boiled. That's right, I love kids. But today we're another edition of Kendo's Labs of growing medicinal marijuana. And what we're doing today, hold on, let me give you a little shout out for my boy Soma Weed. Check out Soma Weed here at YouTube. Put a link down here at the bottom so that you can click on it and go check out his grow methods. Soma Weed grows some good weed, man. Check out my boy Soma. One love, brother. Peace to you and yours. Hey, let me give another little shout out too. My shout out is to all of you. I love you all. Glad you all are part of my channel, and you make my life happy. Thank you very much. So today, what we're doing is we're making some organic tea. We got here 36 gallons of water, right? We got a nice little bubble action going on already. Here, look at, got my ghetto rock stick figure there with my bubblers on the bottom. That helps drop it all the way to the bottom and hold it there. Got my air pump going. We have some Mexican bat guano, right? Mexican bat guano is high on the N scale, and the NPK scale, high in nitrogen. We got some Peruvian seabird guano, that's also high in nitrogen on the NPK scale. We have some Jamaican bat guano, which is high in P on the NPK scale. We have our piranha biologicals. We have our tarantula biologicals. These have mycorrhizals and whatever the hell they are, man. A bunch of microbacterial functionality stuff, right? Stuff will help break down all the different, guanos and the worm castings here, the Viera worms castings, into readily available food. Let's check out this Viera's worm castings here. Look at that. Just beautiful, man. Just beautiful castings. Nothing but castings, 100% castings. This stuff is very, very good, man. It's beautiful. Made by my buddy Bill Viera. Known Bill for about 17 years. Check him out at www.vieraswormfarm.com. Pick up some of his product. He makes liquid castings as well. We have some pH up. I've already added a cap full of pH up to the water. The water is actually slightly acidic that comes out of my well, so add a little pH up in it to bring it up to a neutral level. We have some green emerald shaman here. This stuff is a fermented combination of a lot of different biologicals and other stuff. You don't add too much. You don't need very much of this. Add a little bit to the thing, and it will help to make it more readily available to the plants. And then we have some barricade. This is potassium silicate. What this does is this actually helps the plant to form a more solid barrier to bugs and any kind of funk that might try to attack it from the outside. Gives it a nice hard outer shell. It's good stuff. You got to use it. I recommend it. Anytime that you work with any kind of guanos, I highly recommend that you wear a mask, okay? And gloves. Guanos have a lot of funk in them. They have a lot of bacteria, a lot of different bacteria, biologicals in them that are just really, really bad for you, man. They get in your lungs, and it can give you some serious health problems, man. So you want to be real careful. Anytime you're using any of this type of stuff. I mean, I wear a mask whenever I'm doing my soil, anytime I'm doing anything like that, right? Because, you got your different stuff that's in the soils that can cause harm to your lungs as well. So you want to be really careful anytime you're doing anything that can have any kind of adverse effect on your lungs. And we're going to start off with some of this Mexican bat guano. I have my little container here. I'm not much for exact measurements. It doesn't really make that much of a difference when you're doing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brew this up. And then I'm going to cut it in half. Right, so almost a full one there. I'm going to stir this stuff around a little bit more there. Like I say, you just want to be really careful anytime you're dealing with any type of stuff like this, man. Bad juju for your lungs. Now I'll add some of this Jamaican guanos. Y'all making me crazy. You see, there's some dust coming off of this, man. that would get in your lungs. Really screwed you up pretty bad. Go after some of this seabird guano. Seabird guano is in a little bit different form than the bat guanos. It's actually like pellets. I'm not sure exactly how they process it, but just a little bit different. Maybe that's just how it comes out of the bird's butt. I don't know. Add that to the mix there, and all this stuff will break down fairly quickly. And what's going on as you get this stuff aerated, right? It promotes the aerobic bacteria that's present to take over from the anaerobic bacteria, right? The anaerobic is your bacteria that survive in a non-oxygen environment, right? And we don't want those. We want your oxygen bacteria to take over from the non-oxygen bacteria. So as you feed it with this air, that promotes all the aerobic bacteria to come and form and compete out the anaerobic bacteria. As that happens, it'll form a brown sludge on the top of this. And what that is that's the anaerobic bacteria dying off. I add a little bit more worm castings than I do, guanos. Actually, we'll add 2 to 1, comparatively, only because the worm castings actually have a lot of the bacteria and the different things that will help the bat guano and seabird guano to break down. Look at that. Look at that nice cap on the top there. Oh, that stuff looks good, boy. Now we're just going to add just a tiny bit of this. We don't need too much of that. See what I'm doing there? A little bit there. We don't need too much of that. I'm going to stir this up just a little bit. Oh, there. There you go. I'm going to stir this up just a little bit. Get going. Stir this up, get this stuff all mixed down into the water. And then I'm going to add some of this piranha and this tarantula. Smelling funky. Funky, funky, funky. Let me see, I think the spoon's in this one. Nope, the spoon's in this one. Okay, so now I'm actually going to add about 2 of these, teaspoonful of each one. And these are not only going to help break this stuff down, but they're also going to take over in the soil and proliferate, go throughout the soil and inoculate, as they say. It'll inoculate the soil. Stir that up some more. Get all that stuff going. Now this stuff is going to go for about 48 hours. After 48 hours, it's going to stop the brown sludge on the top. But that's when you know it's done, is when that brown sludge stops forming on the top of the water. That's when you know you've killed off the anaerobics. The aerobics have taken over, and your tea is ready to use. Now, like I said, I'm going to use this at a 50% rate. So I'll take half of this, put it into another garbage can, fill both garbage cans up with more water, 50% more water, and then it's ready to go. I'll use it right on top of my plants. I'm also going to use this in the vegetable garden as well. That's why I'm making such a big batch. But there you have it. That's making organic tea with Kendo. Much love. Good luck. Hope your day is well. Hope your garden is beautiful. Blessings.